Hello everybody, this is Abraham with Not Sure Computer Services. What we have here is a 2017 iMac that has its head twisted off. It's probably a virus or an antivirus gone mad, or somebody did something. In other words, the operating system on this computer needs to be reinstalled. First thing that we need to do on it is make sure that the cloud lock has been disabled, so you sign out of the iCloud account. Second, we're going to need a computer, another Mac. I like to use the older ones because they talk the older language. And the reason for that is I want to format the hard drive in the older format. The new Apples will format your computer in APFS, but I want it to be in Mac OS Extended Journaled. And the reason for that is it puts a hard drive in a much simpler mode. This one doesn't have a hard drive. In fact, this is beginning of the worst Macs that Mac has started producing. It still uses the old form factor, but internally it's just like new. Everything's on board, cannot remove, cannot upgrade. More or less it's a trash. But we need to get it fixed. To get it fixed, we're going to reformat the hard drive, and to do that we're going to start it in a target disk mode. For that, we need an Apple keyboard, and we push and hold T. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. Okay, push and hold T, and turn it on. Okay, keep holding T. There you go. You're going to get this symbol. You can either connect it through a USB or FireWire, which this one does not have, not FireWire. The other one, this one has the Thunderbolt, USB-C Thunderbolt. Now, this one has an older Thunderbolt. In order to fix that problem, we're going to need a converter. At some point in the past, Apple was producing this converter. They don't anymore, but they're still available. They're not cheap. It allows you conversion USB-C to a Thunderbolt. So let's get this connected. This is how it looks. We've got a Thunderbolt connector or cable, and we've got the USB-C. Let me plug in the Thunderbolt. So Thunderbolt goes into our MacBook Air. I never was fond of MacBook Air, but just because of its simplicity, but all of a sudden I'm finding a new fetish for it because it's built so well. These things run forever, probably because of the simplicity. Okay, on the back of this guy we have the USB-C, so let's connect our USB-C to Thunderbolt converter, and we can see it switched to Thunderbolt. So the system internally recognized that this computer is connected, and this one is now recognizing the external hard drive. And interestingly, we can see everything. So if you need to retrieve information from the computer, for some reason it doesn't work, whatever, you can try this. This is a very cool system. Okay, we're gonna go to disk utility. So here's why I do this. If I am going to put the computer into a safe mode and try to restore, it's going to ask me for passwords. It's going to give me all kinds of headaches because this computer already has accounts on it. When there are accounts on it, it's going to give me a hard time. I don't want any hard time. We're going to take, so this is the hard drive. It is an external as far as this computer is seeing it. We're going to delete this volume, and we're going to delete all the volumes. probably should say, if your computer is working, back up your data before you do anything. Okay, let's do erase. And it wants me to do APFS. Okay. I don't want APFS. Let's see what it's gonna do. I may not have a choice because this is, I thought this was an older computer, but it has a newer operating system on it. So it wants to do APFS. But I do like the journaled. It is simpler and it has fewer bugs and it works. When you install the new operating system, it will convert it to whatever the new one requires. Okay, so let's see if we can just delete the volume. Okay, so now that the computer sees the drive and the drive is empty, it has no problem deleting everything. I don't know if you noticed, it gave me an error, but it's still deleted. It's still formatted. Just ignore all those. All right. So now this computer has nothing on it. Completely empty hard drive. Let's first get it out of the not Thunderbolt, the target disk mode. So let's close that. We don't need it. Unplug it. It doesn't complain that the drive was unplugged incorrectly because there is nothing on the drive. Push and hold the power button on the computer to turn it off. This computer here has come to me with Ventura installed, which is 13.7. That's what was on it. I grabbed Ventura and Big Sur, so 13 and 11. I found that if I put in an older version of the operating system and then let Apple upgrade itself through the system update, it works better. Okay, let's see if Ventura is going to work. All right, we turn it on. Because there's nothing on the system, we don't have to hold down the Option key. Option key will allow you to pick which drive you're going to be booting from. There is nothing on this computer, so it's going to automatically boot it from the USB. And make sure that you unplug your Thunderbolt or USB-C. So it's recognizing that there is a drive present. If the computer had a operating system on it, by now it would have started itself. So there's nothing on it. We delete it, wipe the drive, it's completely empty. At this point, it's just booting into the USB. Sometimes the process goes fast, other times the process goes slow. You cannot control, you cannot push it faster. Just wait until it finishes. It would go, and suddenly it would just jump to the end, and there is no rhyme or reason to how it decides. Okay, so now we go into disk utility, and here's our drive. We are going to erase, and we're just going to give it a name, Mac erase. So now we have a drive ready. Exit disk utility, install Mac OS, continue, and notice that it is connected to the internet already. So Apple likes to save information, meaning that this computer was connected prior. Even though I wiped the hard drive, it stored the information in BIOS. And it also stores information about the Bluetooth if you're using Bluetooth keyboard. I never use Bluetooth keyboards. I have these old Mac wired keyboards. I think they're the best thing ever, and I use them for Windows and Apple. Okay, so we select our drive, and now the process is kicking off. Usually it's fairly straightforward after this. It installs itself, then you gotta answer a few questions, and your computer is brand new. I mean brand new. There is nothing on this computer from the old system, aside from certain things that it saves in the BIOS, like the Bluetooth information, the Wi-Fi information. God knows what else Apple saves in there. I don't like that. I like BIOS to be cleared also. But it does make things a little easier. When I return these computers, people don't complain, oh, my keyboard's not working. All right. Hopefully this helps somebody. If you like my video, give me a like, enjoy, ask questions down there in the comments, and always save money.